Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News.
Coming up, we'll tell you about a record-setting auction for Lexington Habitat for Humanity.
Plus, 2 Franklin County men are accused of stealing money and toys from needy children. We'll show you how the community is stepping in to help those kids.
And we are finally drying up out there. The problem is it came with a little bit of a chill, and that's going to be with us through the rest of the weekend. We'll have the track on that.
He's fine, just a little cold.
And there were some terrifying moments this morning for a man who had to be rescued after he drove into a ditch filled with water. WKYT News starts now. They found him sitting on top of his flooded car. Good evening. I'm Kristen Kennedy. Lexington rescue crews had to help a man who hydroplaned this morning off the road and into a ditch filled with water. WKYT's Whitney Wetzel went out to the rescue on Liberty Road. She has our top story.
There was a gentleman about 11:45 was inbound on Liberty Road. He hit some water and hydroplaned and then went off the side of the road into a drainage ditch.
When emergency crews first arrived on scene, police say the driver was sitting on top of his Toyota Camry. Emergency responders were quickly able to toss him a rescue rope and pull him to dry land.
He's fine, just a little cold.
While the driver is okay, his car certainly isn't. Police say water damage will likely total the vehicle.
The tow truck company that comes, it'll be up to them. We'll either go ahead and tow it out, pull it out of the water, or we'll wait till the water goes down and then pull it out later this evening if we can.
Now that rain has been in the forecast for the past few days, it's no surprise that certain areas like this ditch are filled with water. Lexington police say 2 other accidents Saturday morning were caused by hydroplaning.
The whole thing is just slow down. It's very easy to hydroplane. The oils and stuff on the surface during the hot weather is still on the streets, and with the water it makes it slick.
In Lexington, Whitney Wetzel, WKYT.
They say no one was injured in those other hydroplane wrecks today. We did see our fair share of rain and mist this morning. WKYT meteorologist Jim Caldwell says the chilly weather is going to stick around. But Jim, what about the rain?
The rain finally on its way completely out of here. It's still a little bit in eastern parts of Kentucky. We're tracking a few showers through there, but other than that, things are drying up for us. We look outside right now here in Lexington, and you see a nice clear picture. You know, most of the day yesterday, visibility is down to around a mile or less because of all of that rain. Right now, we've got visibility of around 8 miles. Northerly wind coming in here at around 12 miles per hour, making it feel a little bit worse than what it actually is. Air temperature 40, feels like temperature comes in at 33 degrees. Defender, quiet in Lexington, but you look out toward our east, that's where we find the lingering moisture out toward the folks there in Martin and also into Pike County. That'll continue to work out of Kentucky, and then we have a little dry spell coming our way before we start talking about changes with more wintry weather. Right now across Kentucky running in the upper 30s, low 40s. We'll likely get back into the low 40s for daytime highs tomorrow, but we have certainly traded in the rain for the chill. That is the focus of our forecast because it will remain on the chilly side here for the next few days, and we will track that chill and the potential for wintry weather coming up for you here in just a few minutes.
They were supposed to be helping children. Investigators say a father and son stole thousands of dollars from a group involved with Toys for Tots. Since then, members of the Marine Corps detachment have been asking the community to help make up for the loss. As WKYT's Mark Barber found out, families are responding. They are making sure every child gets a toy this Christmas.
There isn't much in the donation jar.
So far, it looks like we got about $7 in there. Of course, it's early yet.
Waiting for the next holiday gift takes quite a bit of patience, but Bob Graham and his wife are waiting out the wet and cold morning because every dollar is needed.
It really hurt us when we found out that, you know, these children didn't get their toys that were promised to them.
To make good on that promise, they've taped Toys for Kids over Toys for Tots. Graham says the Marine Corps detachment isn't able to participate in the Toys for Tots campaign because a grand jury indicted their former treasurer and his son on theft charges. Investigators are accusing 51-year-old Rusty Gaines and his 30-year-old son, Josh Gaines of stealing more than $40,000 from the State Marine Corps League and the detachment in Franklin and Anderson County. Graham says some of the missing money was meant for children.
Our estimate was at a total of $1,685, and the toys, we had approximately between 20 and 30 bags of toys.
Graham says when they asked the community to help make up the difference, they did. We're told they've raised over $3,000 and have collected 19 bags of toys. Graham tells us those toys are going to the Salvation Army, which will then give them to children.
Our gratification comes Christmas Day, when we know we'll give children a Christmas, and just the expression on their face when they wake up knowing that Santa Claus has come.
In Frankfort, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Graham believes the men sold the bags of toys they were accused of stealing. Lexington police are trying to track down two people who robbed a food truck. Around 11:30 last night, they say two men robbed the food truck on Colesbury Circle, just off New Circle Road. The employee told police the two men were dressed in all black, carrying black handguns and a black bag. We're told they demanded cash and took off toward Grant Drive. A man is behind bars facing DUI charges after he crashed into a Lexington building this morning. Around 5 a.m., firefighters say the driver slammed into the home health supply store on South Broadway. The property manager tells WKYT crews checked the building for stability issues and didn't find any problems. We're told the damage will cost thousands of dollars to clean up. Nearly 3 years after deputies found her father dead, the daughter of a Montgomery County murder victim says she's losing faith the case will ever be solved. Investigators say someone shot and killed Paul Brewer in his Mount Sterling home back in December 2011. Brewer's daughter says not having answers makes the upcoming anniversary of his death that much harder.
And that was absolutely the worst day of my life. I had talked to him the night before, and then he's just gone.
We're tracking the latest on that investigation. We'll have more on Blankenship's search for answers coming up tonight on WKYT at 11. A Laurel County family is preparing to say goodbye to their baby girl after she died in a wreck earlier this week. Today, friends and family gathered for little Ivy Worstel's visitation. Investigators say the 6-month-old died in a crash on Parker Road in Laurel County. Deputies say Ivy's grandmother dropped off the shoulder of the road, hit a ditch, flipped, and then hit a utility pole. Investigators say Worstel was under the influence at the time and didn't properly restrain Ivy. Her funeral is tomorrow. The Whitley County Sheriff is thanking the public for helping him put a man they were searching for more than a year behind bars. Deputies say a tip led them to 34-year-old Monty Sands. He's wanted in Tennessee and Kentucky for violating his parole. Deputies say last week they found out Sands was at a home on Stringstown Road in the Pleasant View community. When they arrived, they say Sands went through the floorboard of the trailer and hid under it. He's now at the Whitley County Detention Center. Their mission is to make sure everyone has a home. The Lexington branch of Habitat for Humanity held its Bids for Builds online auction to raise money to build homes. Today, winning bidders picked up their prizes. WKYT's Mike Linden found out they raised a record-breaking amount.
From UK memorabilia to a bourbon barrel, more than 150 items were auctioned off as part of the Bids for Builds auction for Lexington Habitat for Humanity. The auction is an annual event for the organization, coinciding with Black Friday and holiday shopping. This year, the auction raised $15,000, $5,000 more than last year.
It takes money to buy materials, to fund the dedicated staff at Habitat, and to do everything we do. So every little bit helps put a roof over a family's head.
Of the 150 items sold in the auction, the one that sold for the most, a dog grooming certificate to Nash Academy in Lexington for $4,000.
I bid on a lot of things that I didn't end up winning, so a lot of things I thought, well, it's a great opportunity to do some shopping and benefit Habitat at the same time.
All of the proceeds from the 150 donated items go directly toward future home builds and other community projects. The organization is dedicating a home in Lexington tomorrow for their 400th family, and all of the money used to build the home was raised from the community.
The community really cares, and I think that when people realize that there's an unmet need in their own community, they really do want to give back and share what they have.
In Lexington, Mike Linden, WKYT.
The official celebration of that 400th build is tomorrow. Firefighters in Lexington raised money for their annual toy drive today. The Fraternal Order of Firefighters held their annual Chuck Williams auction this afternoon. The event honors fallen firefighter Williams. All of the money raised goes to pick out gifts for the upcoming toy drive.
Living week to week, and there's a lot of us out there that does that. That's kind of what this program's about. It's just helping people get over that hump and get through that, get through the Christmas holiday and have a good Christmas. And we're doing it for the kids.
Toy distribution will be next Saturday starting at 8 a.m. Coming up on WKYT, one Lexington business has dozens of new job openings. In just a few minutes, we'll tell you how to apply. New state-of-the-art grocery store is scheduled to open on Euclid Avenue in about a month. It's bringing with it dozens of job opportunities. Today, people began applying for positions at the hiring fair at the Beaumont location. The store is also encouraging people to apply online.